Go live real quick. We can make the do the QR code for the rosters. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Ballard High School for tonight's doubleheader between the Ballard Bombers and the Boone Toreadors. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Brock Bierman, alongside Chase Winterboard. Before we get tonight's game started, we do have a new setting. We have a QR code that you will see pop up here shortly. And with that QR code, if you're wanting to see rosters of any of the teams that are participating tonight, you are able to scan that QR code and gain access to those rosters. And then we'll put that up again around in between the quarters as well if you missed that QR code. But tonight it's Bombers and Toreadors. How are we feeling tonight, Chase?
Good, dude. I was going to say, it feels like it's been a little bit since I've been with you. I know Tim filled in last time, so appreciate Tim. But, yeah, it feels good to be back here on a Friday night and, you know, nothing else to rather be doing.
For sure. Nothing better than some Friday night hoops.
That's right, baby. That's right. That's how we spend our Fridays around here, watching a little hoops.
So the Bombers are coming off of a victory earlier this week against Bondurant Farrar, and the Boone Toreadors are coming off of a loss against the Winterset Huskies. Of course, I mean, it's been a while since Boone's had kind of a winning season. Looking at the series record between the two teams, trying to find the stat here on my sheet. 9-1 last 10 games for the Bombers against the Boone Toreadors, so it's been one-sided. Last loss was in January 23rd of 2018, so right before the Bombers started making the turn with that roster with Eiley and Fleischman for those state tournament and ultimately the state championship run. But yeah, you can never, write off a game. It's an easy W in this conference, so we'll see how it goes out here. We're getting ready for some starting lineups, and after the starting lineups, we'll have the national anthem. From there, we will get ready to tip off with some basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask that everyone please rise and remove your hats as the Ballard Pep Band tonight under the direction of Katie Tollefson plays that most beautiful hymn, our national anthem.
So right before we get started here, again, we're going to pop up that QR code that if you scan it, you are able to gain the access to the rosters for tonight's games. Bombers tonight, starters, similar starting lineup that they've had for most of the year. Lily Beal, Elise Van Pelt, Aaliyah Thompson, Paige Noe, and Lily Hillebrand. Interesting note, I was looking at the stats from last game, and it looks like Van Pelt did not play last game. Getting back into the starting lineup tonight. For the Toreadors, we have Hannah Chestnut, Erin Aids, Brenna Vogt, Kelsey Mormon, and Morgan Kathman. Let's get ready here for some Friday night hoops, and off the tip, the Bombers come out with the possession. Again, the Bombers coming off of a victory against Bondurant earlier this week. Hillebrand with the ball. She gives it over to Van Pelt on the left side. Looks like the Toreadors are in a zone look. Hillebrand finds Beal in the corner. She's dribbling inside. 14 seconds on the shot clock. There's Noe. Noe gets it down low to Van Pelt, who tries to get it to Thompson, but great deflection by Brenna Vogt and a steal for the Toreadors. Toreadors with the ball here. First possession of the game for them. Aids guarded by Van Pelt. They give it down low to Vogt. Great pass outside. The Chestnut for three, no good. Offensive rebound. Kathman puts it up, no good. Rebound by Noe. It's a great ball movement there from the Toreadors. Just couldn't get to the bottom of the bucket. Bombers now with the ball. Noe finds Hillebrand top of the perimeter. Seems like they're trying to get it to Thompson there at the high post against the zone, as Hillebrand is fouled on the drive, so the Bombers will take it out.
Yeah, no, Boone's been in that 3-2 early here, Brock. So, yeah, and like you mentioned, too, you know, they've done a good job of preventing Thompson from getting the ball there. And, you know, I've been really impressed with how active they've also been on the defensive end. You know, I mean, Bombers have been kind of struggling here on offense. A lot of deflections here early for Boone, so credit to them.
So after the foul on number 23, Morgan Kathman for the Toreadors, Bombers with the ball. Boone's first foul on the night. First one for Kathman as well. Hillebrand finds Noe in the left side, shot fake. Top of the perimeter, back to Hillebrand. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Van Pelt, shot fake drive, kick out. There's Thompson, wide open for three, no good. And a rebound, still loose. Jump ball called, possession arrow towards Boone. So it will be Toreadors' ball.
Yeah, a little bit better there on the offensive possession for the Bombers, Brock. But, yeah, I've been impressed here with this Boone defense really. I think a key for them, and, you know, it kind of helps when you're in a zone just rebounding. I think if they can keep the Bombers off the offensive glass, that will be huge for them tonight.
That foul right there looks like it will be against the Bombers. Van Pelt called for her first foul of the night, first team foul for the Bombers. Getting close to the 2-minute mark of this game. Well, 2 minutes into the game and still no score. Great defenses by both teams so far. Toreadors try to get it down low. The ball is loose, out of bounds. Last touch by the Toreadors, Bombers ball.
Yeah, and I think a key tonight for the Bombers, Brock, is just forcing turnovers. You know, coming into this game, Boone was averaging 20 turnovers per game this year, and I think, you know, Bombers have done a great job of that in the past. So I just think if the Bombers can continue forcing turnovers, that will be also huge for them tonight.
Last time these two teams played each other, Boone had 23 total turnovers, so that is definitely an emphasis for the Bombers to have a repeat performance on the defensive side. Van Pelt takes to the hoop, able to float it up over the rim and in for the opening bucket for the Bombers.
Yeah, good to have her back, right?
For sure. She's not necessarily a stat sheet stuffer, but she's a key player to this Bombers offense and defense. Toreadors look to respond here. 5:20 left in the first quarter. Loose ball stolen away by Beal, and then another turnover. Aids with it. She gives it up to Kathman. They'll reset here. Hillebrand trying to poke the ball loose. On defense, the ball is loose, and Hillebrand comes up with the steal. On the fast break, Hillebrand, easy layup to the hoop for two. And a quick timeout called by Coach Carson and the Boone Toreadors. 4-0 here in the first quarter. Bombers lead it. Great defensive pressure right there from Hillebrand. able to get the poke loose on the defensive side. Easy fast break layup.
Yeah, I thought, possibly could have been a foul there, but she gets away with one there. But yeah, like I mentioned before, I think the Bombers' ball pressure is going to be important for them tonight. So, they've been doing it all season long, Brock, and just got to continue it tonight.
Last time these two teams matched up against one another, 46-25 was the final score in favor of the Ballard Bombers. At the time, the Bombers were the number 2 team in Class 4A. Dropped a little bit since then, now ranked 6th in Class 4A. With an 8-2 record on the year. Toradors on the other end, 4-10, entering tonight's games. So out of the timeout, another loose ball, out of bounds. It will remain Boone ball. Kathman took it to the hoop, but Noe was there to poke the ball loose, so it will remain Boone ball. So aids with it, and Noe just rips it away from there. Great steal from Paige Noe. On the other end, Bombers now looking to put up some points, and there's Thompson for the easy left-handed jump hook in for 2. That's exactly where you want Thompson, right in the front of the basket, able to get the easy 2-pointer right there. Toradors with it, looking to get their first bucket, but there's Van Pelt able to steal it and save the ball. They tried to get it down low to Kathman, but on the other end, there's Thompson for the easy layup, and another timeout called by the Boone Toradors.
Yeah, great job there by Ballard. Just putting defense to offense, Brock. Like I mentioned before, if the Bombers can continue forcing turnovers, just sometimes, defense to offense is all you need, and that's kind of what the Bombers been doing so far tonight. So good job by them, and just continue to keep the ball pressure up on the defensive end.
8-0 is the score in this game. Bombers lead against the Boone Toradors. 2 quick timeouts by Coach Carson and the Boone Toradors. Definitely frustrated with the early turnovers leading to easy fast break buckets. They've been playing great defense once it gets set in the half court area. The Toradors have been playing great defense so far. It's been the fast break side that has been their downfall so far.
Yep. And I would definitely agree. I feel like they've been pretty active on that zone defensively, but, sometimes it's hard to get set up in that zone when, you got the Bombers coming at the other end after forcing a turnover. So, I've been impressed, though, with Boone on the defensive end, when they can get things set up there in the half court. But, yeah, key is just not creating turnovers on offense, Brock.
For sure. We got the Toradors coming out here. They'll have the ball after their second timeout here in the first quarter. 4:04 left in the opening quarter of play. Bombers lead 8-0. Bombers in their press look. Kylie Calvert just checked in for the Bombers. Checked in for Van Pelt. Toradors get it over half court. Here's Kathman, takes it in on Noe, and she traveled, so it will be another turnover for the Boone Toradors. Sydney Adams and Savannah Paul, number 20 and number 44 for the Toradors, check in for the first time tonight. Bombers on the offensive side. 8-0 run to open the game, and a tough pass from Thompson. It looked like she was trying to lead Hillebrand into a drive of some sort, but it'll be a backcourt violation, Boone ball.
Yeah, I agree, Brock. It was kind of weird how wide open she was at the high post there, because usually, so far tonight, she really hasn't been open at all. So I don't know if she was just a bit surprised at how open she was or what happened there.
So Toradors with it. There's Adams. She takes it in on Calvert, now kicks it out to Vogt. Vogt over to the right side to Kathman, guarded by Beal. Beal, one of the better defenders here on this Bomber roster, averaging around 2 steals a game. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Kathman might need to force something up here. 4 seconds. Calvert defending, and a tough 3-point shot off the rim, no good. Rebound by Thompson. Bombers looking to go quickly on the other end. Thompson hesitates, now goes in, floats it up with the left hand, and able to get it off the glass and in. everything falling for the Bombers so far here. Bombers press. Toradors looking to get some points here at the 2:30 mark of the first quarter. Inside, Aids is stripped away, and that is Adams. Her floater's no good. Rebound by Beal, and a reach-in foul. It will be Bombers ball. Foul on Sydney Adams, her first, team's second.
Yeah, I think the Bombers have done a great job on the defensive end, Brock. You know, something that I was also going to mention, I haven't yet, was, you know, coming into this game, I know last game the Bombers played the Toradors. They got 22 free throw attempts, and so far tonight, Bombers have not put them on the line yet. So I think that's also been an improvement for the Bombers, you know, and I just kind of thought that was crazy. You know, last game they went to the line 22 times compared to the Bombers only going there 9 times.
Casey Larson, who just checked in for the Bombers, misses that three. Rebound by Kathman. Bombers, even off the miss, are still applying that pressure, and it leads to a tough pass stolen away. Bombers in transition. Thompson's shot is good. Man, the Bombers are just flowing on the fast break.
Yeah, great pass there by Calvert. You know, that could have been tipped there, but she put it right in the bread basket there for Thompson, and Thompson's still doing work.
And another tough pass gets tipped and goes out of bounds, and it will be Bombers ball. Another first quarter turnover for the Boone Toradors. We're at the 1:35 mark. Bombers lead 12-0. No points so far tonight for Boone. And a pass inside. Larson's layup is no good. It was almost stolen away. Doesn't matter as the Toradors are able to get the stop in the rebound. In transition, three-point shot from Mormon's no good. Rebound by Calvert. Toradors did get a good look. As that ball is tipped out of bounds, it'll remain Bombers ball. Got a good look from Kelsey Mormon in transition from three, just couldn't get it to go. So 1:14 left in the first quarter. Bombers looking to put up a shutout in the first quarter of play as Noe with it gives it over to Calvert in the corner for three, no good, and great awareness from Larson to realize that ball was going to be short, able to get the rebound and puts it in for two.
Yeah, great pass there by the Bombers. No, I had to mention that, Brock, come on.
I know that Calvert wants it as an assist, as that three-point shot from Chestnut is no good, out of bounds. Bombers ball as it hits the top of the backboard. 46 seconds left, and man, I mean, we're on pace for a shutout so far. This is not something I had on my
bingo card,
you know?
Yeah, Bombers been playing great on the defensive end so far early and been really impressed with, you know, just their ability to rebound and also, you know, their ball pressure as they usually do.
35 seconds left on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock. Bombers with the ball. They try to get it down low to Larson, but it goes out of bounds, and it will be Torador's ball. So Boone with around 27, 28 seconds left. They have a chance to get some points here before we head to the second quarter of play. But again, I'll give credit to this Torador defense. It seems like all of the points that the Bombers have been able to get is off the fast break so far tonight. When they're able to put the Bombers in half court, they're able to lock them up on defense. And Beal tried to poke the ball loose. Aids able to recover it for the Toradors. Kathman fires a three and hits it. First bucket of the night for the Toradors. 6 seconds left. Bombers have a chance to respond before the end of the quarter. Hillebrand fires a long three, and it is no good, and that will do it for the first quarter of play. 14-3 is the score. Bombers started out with a 14-0 run until around the 8-second mark when Kathman able to hit the right wing three to get the Toradors their first bucket of the night.
Yeah, how ironic is that, Brock? You know, I was also going to mention that, you know, the last matchup these two teams had, Boone did not make a single three. So good to see them finally hit a three here in this matchup. But, yeah, the Bombers' defense has been great so far early. And, you know, I've been really impressed with them, you know, creating defense to offense because, you know, like you mentioned, Brock, I think Boone's defense in the half court's been pretty solid. But, you know, the Bombers have been doing a great job at forcing those turnovers on defense and creating offense out of it. So I think that's just kind of the story of the first quarter here. But, yeah, looking forward to the rest of the game.
Bombers only giving up around 35 points per game, that's just a great stat to have as a team who takes a lot of pride on the defensive side of the ball, and only giving up 3 points in the first quarter is a great sign for this game. The Bombers will have the ball to start the second quarter of play. They lead at 14-3 in this Raccoon River Conference rivalry matchup between the Bombers and Toreadors. Here we go. Hillebrand with the ball. She crosses over, drives in. That's what she loves to do, is that Euro finish, unable to get it to go there. Beal gets the offensive rebound, kicks it out to Hillebrand. This time she fires a three and hits it. Lily Hillebrand off the pass from Beal after the missed shot for the three-pointer.
Yeah, I don't know if I could definitely be wrong, Brock, but I feel like that's the first time, all night the Bombers have got like an offense rebound and got points off of it. But I definitely could be wrong.
Out of bounds, Toreador's ball, and a lot of that has to do with that they haven't missed many shots.
That is true as well.
They either really kind of turned it over or getting fast break layups. So.
Yep, very true.
Bombers with the ball, looking to extend their lead here. Noe left side. Top of the perimeter is Hillebrand. Over the left corner is Beal. Beal dribbling. Tries to get it to Noe. Loose ball, stolen away. Chestnut has a chance to get 2 points for the Toreadors, and it rattles out, able to get the offensive rebound. Down low to Aids, and Aids is able to get the layup off the left side. (17-5) is the score. Hillebrand. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Hillebrand gives it over to Noe. Bombers, no hurry it looks like, as Noe, great feed down low to Beal for the easy layup. I thought Noe was going up for a floater, but she kind of just floated over the defense for a great pass to Beal for 2 points.
Yeah, I thought that was actually going to be tipped and go on the other end, but yeah, great pass there by Noe.
On the other end, the shot from Vogt is no good, but a foul called, so Brenna Vogt will go to the line for Boone for 2 free throws. Foul was on Noe, her first, team's second.
Yeah, and I believe this is the first free throw attempt tonight for the Toreadors.
First one is no good. Toreadors shooting 49.8% heading into this game. Again, from the free throw line. Not one of their strong suits as the second one goes. 1 for 2 on the trip. Makes it 6-19. Toreadors off the steal. Easy layup for Sydney Adams, number 20. That was actually a great take for the Toreadors, and a quick timeout called from Coach Anderson and the Ballard Bombers.
Yeah, it definitely was, Brad. I think the Bombers just kind of gotten, sloppy with the ball in the offensive end. A lot of turnovers that I would say that they really haven't had much so far this season. I think it's credit to that Boone zone, that 3-2 look that they're in, just pressuring the Bombers and, jumping passing lanes as well. So, yeah, I think Coach Anderson's going to be letting them have it here in the huddle. But, yeah, the Bombers just got to clean things up here on the offensive end, and just play a little bit more better. Less turnovers.
One of those things about this Bomber program that makes it so special is that even a double-digit lead, Coach Anderson doesn't take anything as a, we're winning, so no worries about it.
Yep.
Calls a quick timeout after that turnover, looking to make some adjustments and extend their lead. Hillebrand with the ball, gives it over to Calvert. Again, the Bombers have struggled a little bit from half court so far tonight. Beal shot fake, and she double dribbled. So a turnover for the Bombers.
Yeah, and just like that, another turnover there for the Bombers. So I think the Bombers really got to key things up here on the defensive end. Start doing what they did in that first quarter and turn defense into offense.
And there's a turnover right there. Right on cue, but the Toreadors able to recover and get a steal of their own. That steal was from Sydney Adams, number 20 for Boone. And there's Thompson again, another steal for her. She's averaging 3 steals a game on the fast break. She finds Van Pelt for the easy layup.
There you go. There's some defense to offense. But I was also going to mention, maybe I just don't know what's going on, but I haven't seen Regan play at all tonight. I mean, has she been in? I just missed it.
I will say I think I saw her over with Jordan before the game, so I'm not 100% sure if there's an injury.
Gotcha.
As there's an inside shot from Brenna Vogt. 21-10 is the score. So, yeah, we have not seen Reagan Levy so far. Thompson inside. Not sure if that will change as a foul is called. So 4:40 left. That foul was on the Toradors, number 22, Kelsey Mormon. Savannah Paul, number 44, number 24, Addie Tungsvik, Aaron Aids, and number 23, Morgan Kathman check in for the Toradors. And a bad pass from Larson goes out of bounds, and it will be Boone ball. Larson also just checked in a moment ago for the Bombers. The Toradors with it here. And a tough pass from Kathman trying to get it down low to Savannah Paul, or correction, Aaron Aids, but it goes out of bounds. Bombers ball.
Yeah, I would definitely be curious, Brock, to see, the amount of turnovers both teams have. And I would definitely be looking at that if I was a coach at halftime to see how many turnovers each team has. But it feels like it's just a lot more than usual, but I definitely could be wrong.
Turnovers are definitely piling up for both teams. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Bombers with it. Thompson fires a 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Van Pelt goes up and grabs the offensive rebound. She finds Thompson. Thompson floats it up and in. Almost did a floater from the free throw line. Great pass from Van Pelt. Able to get it to Thompson for 2.
Yep, just a hustle play from Van Pelt, Brock. And, as Bomber fans, they are very used to that.
She's known for getting those hustle plays on the both offensive and defensive side. That time it was an offensive rebound that led to a 2-pointer. Thompson gets the rebound off the missed 3. In transition, no, he thought about the 3. Finds Thompson. Thompson puts it up, and that's just her bread and butter. Anything in front of the rim inside the paint, that's what she wants to do.
Yep.
12 points.
Bombers doing a lot better job at finding the middle of the zone here. I think, Thompson's starting to get her looks in the middle, and, she's shooting 51% from the field so far this year, Brock, which is very impressive. So, yeah, I think if she can continue, finding her spot in the paint, specifically the middle of the zone, I think the Bombers are going to continue having success.
So the Bombers lead at 25-10, led by Aaliyah Thompson's 12 points. It's pretty much just been one-sided, and we've seen a lot more half-court sets for the Bombers lead to success on the offensive end this quarter. The first quarter was definitely fast break heavy, off the forced turnovers that they were able to get against the Toradors. And out of the timeout, almost able to get the steal as a late foul call against Lise Van Pelt. That's her second. Hillebrand will check in for Van Pelt. Interesting, just a little bit of a late delay call,
Yeah, sorry. I was looking at Coach Anderson. He was having a laugh at one of the refs, so I was trying to figure out what was going on over there.
He was probably wondering why there was a little delay on the whistle. He knew it was a foul.
Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't seen Kelly laugh like that in a while, so it kind of made me laugh as well.
Noe fires a 3, misses everything. Rebound by Paul. Toradors get it over half court. They get it to the left corner, loose ball. Kathman able to recover, guarded by Thompson. Down low to Vogt. Vogt's guarded by Larson. Looks like Vogt wants to do something here. Puts up a tough shot, no good. Tipped and rebound by Hillebrand. In transition, Bombers go. They have the numbers here, 4-on-5 fast break. Kick out, Calvert, 3, no good. Rebound by Vogt.
Yeah, great job there by Larson on that last defensive possession for the Bombers, just going straight up in the paint. You know, sometimes, you know, those bigs, you know, Brock, like to bring their hands down, but great job by Larson there, forcing a tough shot, and Bombers now create another turnover.
Lily Beal will check in for Kylie Calvert, and number 20, Sydney Adams will check in for number 23, Morgan Kathman for Boone. 2:24 left in the second quarter, 25-10 is the score here. Bombers lead it. Hillebrand drives in, puts up a tough shot, draws a foul. That foul will go against Hannah Chestnut. And Lily Hillebrand, the senior guard for the Bombers, will go to the free throw line. We'll say one of the few major negatives for the Bombers as Hillebrand makes that free throw is their free throw percentage this year, shooting around 59% heading into this game. Hillebrand shooting around 48% as she misses that one, goes for 1 for 2 on that trip. Definitely something the Bombers have been trying to fix and improve on as the season has progressed.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I felt like a couple of weeks ago the number was a lot lower, so I feel like they've gotten better at that.
Slow and steady.
Exactly, Brock, exactly.
So after the free throw trip from Hillebrand, Larson is able to get the steal for the Bombers. Thompson hesitates, takes to the hoop, off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound goes off of Hillebrand, and it will be toward ball.
Yep, good read there by Thompson, seeing that there was really nothing there on the other side. And, you know, I like the change of speed that she had there as well, just couldn't get it to go.
Toradors get the ball over half court. We'll say they've done a good job of at least breaking that press. It's just been the turnovers in half court that have been their issues as they almost turned it over there. Chestnut able to recover for Boone. 1:20 left in the second quarter, 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Aaron Aids with the ball, cross court to Chestnut. She fires a three, and that is pure. I knew right away from the angle we're sitting at, but that was nothing but net for the three-point shot. Hannah Chestnut gets a couple points for the Toradors. Noe drives in, kick out. Hillebrand fires a three of her own and misses everything, and that will go out of bounds. That will be Boone ball.
Yeah, I definitely could be wrong, Brock, but is that Chestnut's second three tonight, or I can't remember who hit the first? But
I think so.
I thought so. I don't know.
Remember
we need a stat guy, but yeah, no, credit to Boone. I think that's her second three tonight, so shooting a little bit better than that first matchup against the Bombers. But yeah, I mean, only a 13-point game here.
Toradors with it. Kathman fires a three off the front of the rim, no good. And a great effort from Savannah Paul, able to strip the ball loose and get the offensive rebound. And that shot was no good. Foul off the rebound. And it will be Bombers ball with 35 seconds left.
Yeah, it looks like the Bombers can hold for one shot here, but yeah, credit to Boone, though. I mean, they've been kind of putting some pressure here on the Bombers on the offensive end.
0.6 seconds differential on the shot and game clock. So like you mentioned, Bombers will probably hold it for one here. 26-13 is the score. Thompson inside, floats it up and in. And I mean, when you get a good shot like that, you can't
yeah.
you can't pass that up.
Yep.
So 14 seconds left. Thompson gets the steal. Bombers looking to get more points before halftime. And there's Vogt, swats the ball away from Calvert into the student section, out of bounds. It will remain Ballard ball. 8 seconds left. Thompson to Noe, back to Thompson. 5 seconds left. Noe needs to put something up here. 2 seconds. Thompson, corner three, hits it as the buzzer goes off. The Bombers get 3 more points heading into halftime. 31-13. Your Bombers lead it against the Boone Toradors. Looked like the Bombers were lost on that last possession. Not sure what they wanted to do, but hey, get it to your best shooter, Aaliyah Thompson, who's shooting around 44% from three. Nails another bucket. 17 first half points for Aaliyah Thompson. I mean, it's almost becoming a normality to see.
Yeah, I was also very confused on that last offensive possession, but hey, nice little two-man show ended up working out for the Bombers. But yeah, solid first half here from the Bombers. You know, defense has been very solid. But, you know, Boone's kind of made a little run there at the end, but credit to the Bombers for holding off. And, yeah, good first half, Brock.
So we will take a break here and allow the Ballard dance team to have one of their solo performances, and after that we will come back and recap the first half and then jump right into the third quarter. Bombers lead 31-13 against the Boone Toreadors. two great performances by the Ballard dance team, two of their soloists. As you can see up on your screen right now is our 2022 Ballard Athletic Booster Club members. We want to give a quick shout out to everybody that donated and has supported the Ballard Athletic Booster Club over the past couple years, especially during the crazy couple years known as the pandemic. They were able to help purchase equipment for what we're doing right now, which is live streaming these Ballard events. And without them, we probably wouldn't have been able to cover Ballard sports as much as we would have liked to during that crazy year where fans weren't allowed into games. Which, I mean, if you listened to us during that year, I'm sorry that you had to listen to us the entire year instead of coming to the games. You know, we're pretending to be play-by-play and color commentator announcers for the past couple years. But yeah, thank you to everybody that donates to and supports the Ballard Athletic Booster Club. Whether you're a business or a family member, we appreciate your support. If you're interested in supporting the Ballard Athletic Booster Club, or even donating in the next couple years, contact info you can see on your screen. You can email them at the Ballard Bomber Athletic Boosters at gmail.com, or you can find them on Facebook at BABCHUXLEY. Ballard, which is short for Ballard Athletic Booster Club, Huxley.
Thank you, Brock. Thank you.
And then Twitter, you can find them at Ballard Boosters. If you want to become a member as well, there's the QR codes that you can scan. The red one is, well, I guess the one with the red font underneath it is the business side. If you're want to become a family member, it's the navy blue font underneath that QR code. So thank you to the Ballard Athletic Booster Club. Thank you to all the supporters. And thank you to people that support the Ballard Network as well. So we're getting ready here for the third quarter play. Teams are starting to warm up here. First half recap, pretty much one-sided. Bombers only gave up 3 points in the first quarter, gave up 10 in the second quarter. But the first quarter, a lot of their points came off of the forcing turnovers and off the fast break. And then the second quarter, a lot of their stuff came on from the half court. So if you merge those two quarters together, you're almost playing a complete perfect game. The only downside is the Bombers have also turned the ball over a little bit as well, which might be the only negative thing that Coach Anderson has probably mentioned at halftime. But overall, what did you think of the first half of the Bombers?
Yeah, I thought it was good, Brock. Especially like you mentioned, that first quarter, the defensive end was great, and also credit to Boone. They kind of got their offense going there in the second quarter as well. But I just think the rest of the game, if you're the Bombers, sometimes it may be easy, just kind of take your foot off the gas. But I think they need to continue, putting ball pressure on this Toreador team, and keep trying to get defense to offense. I know I mentioned that a few times in the first half, but it felt like there for a little bit of time, that's really all the Bombers needed to be successful, is just create turnovers and turn it into offense. So I think that's going to be important for them in the second half as well, just continuing to play hard throughout this entire game, because I think they are, what did I mark? When's their next game, Brock? Against Carlisle, who they lost to the first time. So I know they may have that in the back of their mind, but, I think they just got to finish strong in this one and continue playing well. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you mentioned the Carlisle matchup next week. Lost the first game, like you mentioned. 48-57 was the final score of that game. The only loss for the Bombers in the Raccoon River Conference, who are in second place for the conference standings, looking to get revenge against Carlisle and looking to get hopefully back in that first place spot at some point this season. So it will be Toreador's ball to start the third quarter of play. 31-13 is the score in favor of the Bombers. Same starters for both teams to start the second half of play. So the Toreadors have it here, and Thompson pokes the ball loose off of the pass, gets the steal, tries to get it to Beal. Beal almost unable to get it there, but able to recover. Now the Bombers will reset
off of the failed fast break attempt. Hillebrand gets it over to Thompson. Thompson, who hit a right corner three to end the first half, misses that one. Rebound by Vogt. And she passes it to Chestnut, who was out of bounds, so it will be Bombers ball. I think her back heel may have been on that line, so it will be a turnover for Boone. So Noe will inbound it for the Bombers. A little wheel look off the inbounds, unable to find anything, and now they'll set up their offense. Noe with the ball on the left side. Gives it over to Beal, back to Noe. Noe drives, top of the perimeter, Hillebrand. Over to the right side, Van Pelt. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Bombers look to be in no hurry as there's 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hillebrand fires a three, banks it in. I know it's a Friday and, you know, after hours, but the bank is open.
Yeah, South Story Bacon Trust open till 9 o'clock, I heard.
Great way to start the third quarter for the Bombers with a bank three from Lily Hillebrand. On the other end, Kathman with the ball. She feeds it down low. Loose ball recovered by Mormon. She gets it down low to Vogt. Vogt is guarded by Thompson, able to split the defense. Puts up the shot, foul called, and she will go to the line. So Brenda Vogt will go to the line. Lily Beal called for the foul, her first. Team's first. Free throw was good from Vogt. Second one is no good, but an offensive rebound and a fadeaway shot is no good. Out of bounds. It will remain Boone ball as it was last touched by the Bombers. Great effort from number 22, Kelsey Mormon, able to fight for that offensive rebound. So a timeout called. Coach Anderson wants to talk some things over. It will be Boone ball after the timeout. Bombers lead 34-14 though.
Yeah, don't imagine Coach Anderson's very happy there, letting offensive rebound happen on a free throw. You know, Brock, I would probably be doing 17s Monday if that happened to me. So, yeah, I'm sure he had a few things to say about that. But, yeah, credit to Boone, you know, continuing to play aggressive, you know, and, you know, force the Bombers here to call timeout and, you know, continuing to play strong. And, you know, I think sometimes, you know, it's easy for a team, you know, when you get down to just kind of let up. But, you know, credit to Boone coming out here strong so far in the second half.
Kathman kicks it out to Chestnut, who's guarded by Noe. Off the drive, she swings it over the left side to Vogt. Vogt kicks it out, now top of the perimeter. Down low. And that shot from Mormon is no good. Kind of stiff-armed one of the Bomber defenders, but unable to get the shot to go. On the other end, Bombers will set up their offense. Again, the Toreadors are in that zone look they've been playing in most of the night tonight. Hillebrand drives in, finds Van Pelt. Kick out, Noe, three, no good. And Van Pelt able to get the offensive rebound. That is effort right there. Beal fires a three and hits it. That is, you know what, credit to Van Pelt on that entire play right there. Able to get the assist, feeding Beal for the three, but able to poke the ball loose off the rebound, able to get a steal right here, but also save it. And able to establish herself back inside in the playing field and find Beal for that three.
Yeah, that was quite incredible.
Noe over to the left side. Thompson shot fake, looked to drive, but now is double team. Hillebrand finds Noe. Down low to Thompson. Great cut from Thompson. Great feed from Noe. And I mean, can't get much better than that.
Yep, great ball movement there by the Bombers in the offensive end. You know, sometimes when you're going up against a zone, Brock, you know, sometimes dribbling the ball too much is, you know, kind of gives the zone a little bit of a break, you know, and if you can continue moving the ball, you know, they'll eventually get tired, and, you know, that's exactly what Bombers did there on the offensive end, so good job by them.
Kylie Calvert checks in for the Bombers, as well as number 20, Sydney Adams for Boone. 4:44 left in the third quarter. Bombers lead 39-14. Ball is out of bounds and another turnover for Boone. So the Bombers now with it. Hildebrand in no hurry, gets it over to Calvert on the left side. Calvert picks up her dribble. She gives it back to Hildebrand, top of the perimeter. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Calvert tried to get it down low to Beal, but it was tipped by number 14, Brenna Vogt, and stolen away by the Toreadors. Kaufman gives it up. Bombers looking to get a stop here. Vogt fires a 15-footer. Great tip from Noe, able to affect that shot. Rebound by Beal. And Beal is fouled. So Bombers will take it out of bounds here, as that foul was on number 23, Morgan Kaufman. Morgan Kaufman and number 44, Savannah Paul, head to the bench as number 2, Hannah Chestnut, and number 24, Addie Tungsvik checks in for the Toreadors. Bombers with the ball here, 3:50 left in the third quarter. Reagan Levy, who just checked in for the Bombers. First time tonight we've seen her on the court. Calvert fires a corner 3, and I mean, Bombers are just hitting on all cylinders tonight, especially here early on in the third quarter.
Yeah, I was waiting to say it all night, Brock, but, you know, shout out to our tech guy, Dan, circling this before the game, but she's shooting better from 3 than she is just her normal field goal percentage, so I thought that was kind of a crazy stat.
That's
look for
crazy.
yourself, too. Yeah.
Calvert entering the game shooting 36% from the three-point line. Bombers get another steal. In transition, Calvert tried to feed Levy, but Chestnut was there to swat the ball out of bounds. It still will be Bombers ball, but great effort from Hannah Chestnut and the Toreador defense to prevent that fast break bucket. So group substitution for the Toreadors. Bombers with the ball. Thompson is fouled. She will go to the line for 2 free throws. So on the court right now for the Toreadors, number 44, Savannah Paul, number 23, Morgan Kaufman, number 30, Shannon Jenkins, number 14, Brenna Vogt, and number 22, Kelsey Mormon. So Thompson to the line for some free throws. She is shooting around 76% from the line as I jinx her.
Hey, you didn't say anything about that. You just said the percentage.
I still blame myself. Thompson's second free throw is good. 1 for 2 on that trip. 43-14. Your Bombers lead it. Hitting the 3-minute mark here shortly. Toreadors with the ball. Make sure you guys stick around after the game. We will have the boys matchup between the Toreadors and the Bombers as that ball goes out of bounds. And another turnover for Boone. Bombers ball. I know you're looking forward to the boys side of this Toreador Bomber matchup.
Yes, for sure, Brock. Always love seeing my man Rusty. So, yeah, it'll be good to talk with him tonight. Hopefully we can talk to him after the game. But, yeah, I haven't seen him for a little bit, so excited to see my man Rusty again and see what the Toreadors got tonight from the men's side.
Is he bringing out the cargo shorts?
Yeah, if he's not, I'm going to be very disappointed. I would hope so. I haven't seen him so far tonight, but, yeah, if he's not wearing cargo shorts.
We're going to have to talk to him about
yeah,
that.
we're going to have a talk. That's for sure. But, yeah, I love Rusty. He's a good guy, and looking forward to that game.
Toreadors off the miss from Hildebrand. Kaufman takes to the hoop, scoops it up and in for the layup. Levy with the ball. She gives it over to Calvert. Calvert feeds Thompson down low. Thompson jump hook. I mean, I don't know if she's missed inside tonight. Well, I think she may have missed one, but at most one shot.
Yeah, she's been great tonight for the Bombers as usual, and you know, when she gets her spot down low, it's tough for her to miss, like you said, Brock.
22 points tonight for Thompson. Larson tried to give it to Hildebrand, but it was stolen away by Kaufman. On the other end, Kaufman tried to spin, but ran into 2 Bomber players and a jump ball. Possession arrow towards Ballard. Elise Van Pelt, number 20, and number 34. Paige Noe check in for Lily Hillebrand and Aaliyah Thompson. And another group substitution for Boone. On the court for the Toradors, number 12, Erin Aids, number 20, Sydney Adams, number 24, Addie Tungsvik, number 2, Hannah Chestnut, and number 32, Carly Bush. Larson finds Van Pelt in the left corner. Now Calvert. Calvert feeds Levy, who was cutting to the hoop for the easy layup.
Yeah, great cut there by Levy, and also great pass there, but I believe it's Calvert, right, Brock?
Yep.
Yeah, great little give and go there, you could say. And, you know, I didn't know if Levy's going to get that up enough, but great layup there by Levy.
Shooter's touch.
Shooter's touch. Amen, Brock. Amen.
Toradors on the other end, getting close to the 1 minute mark. Officially 1 minute left in the third. 47-16 is the score. And another Torador turnover. I guess if there's a headline to recap this game, it's just another Torador turnover.
Yeah, there's been a lot of turnovers tonight. I definitely am curious to see what the final stats for the game will be, but I would agree, Brock.
Van Pelt kicks it out to Noe for 3, hits it. Paige Noe hits the 3. Bombers lead 50-16. Absolutely cruising here in the third quarter. And a steal from Levy. Bombers on the fast break. She gives it up to Van Pelt. Shot fake, great shot fake. Easy layup. I mean, there's not much you can say.
Fundamental 101, baby. You gotta love it. But yeah, no, I was gonna say I'm kind of surprised Levy hasn't been in earlier. She's been phenomenal night for the Bombers. I mean, she had what was it, Brock? I was looking 10 points last game, so I don't know exactly what was going on there, but yeah, she's been great off the bench for the Bombers.
So it will remain Torador's ball. 10 seconds left. I think we may have running clock for the fourth quarter, depending on the situation. Ball goes out of bounds, so there is running clock. So that will do it here for the third quarter of play. So 52-16. Bombers just rolling. That's all you can really say, especially the end of that third quarter. Had a great run to set up an easy fourth quarter.
Yep, would agree, Brock. And, you know, I think, you know, a lot of people will say, you know, the Bombers are great on the offensive end, but, you know, what I kind of was looking at is they only gave up 3 points there on the defensive end. You know, it's kind of similar to what they did in the first quarter. I believe they only gave up 3 points in that first quarter as well, so I've been very impressed with the Bombers on the defensive end as well.
I mean, it's just been an amazing game led by number 21, Aaliyah Thompson. She has 22 points. I think 19 or 18 of those came in the first half. So hasn't put as much on the scoreboard for the Bombers, but doesn't mean that other players aren't contributing. You got Calvert making threes, Noe making threes, Van Pelt making the hustle plays, able to get a couple assists for threes.
Yeah,
it's just, I guess threes are raining in the third quarter.
Yeah,
a lot of threes.
A lot of threes, a lot of turnovers. Yeah, I would agree, Brock.
Boone Toradors will have it to start the fourth quarter of play. 52-16 is the score. I think it's the same starters for both teams that have started the first game and at the end of halftime. Kathman with it, guarded by Hillebrand. She gives it over to Chestnut. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Guarded by Hillebrand. She picks up her dribble, looking, still looking. Finally finds someone, gets it to Erin Aids. Aids looking to drive in. Loses the handle, loose ball. Battle for it, out of bounds, and it should be Ballard ball. It is. And another forced turnover by the Bomber defense.
Yeah, I love Noe there getting to the floor. You know, sometimes, you know, in a game like this, you don't always see people, you know, diving on the floor. So credit there to Noe, still playing hard here in this fourth quarter.
The Bombers have it here. A minute into the fourth quarter, and Noe tried to get it to Hillebrand off the backdoor cut, but it was stolen away. On the other end, Kathman, easy layup for the Toradors.
Yeah, good job by Boone getting out there in transition and kind of getting their own defense to offense there.
Bombers looking to respond. Hillebrand gets it over to Van Pelt on the left side. They look to give it down low to Thompson, and they do. And, I mean, again, that's just exactly what the Bombers want to do, is get it down low to Thompson, and she is as close to automatic down low as there is in high school basketball. Another turnover for the Toreadors. Bombers ball again. 6:10 left in the fourth quarter. Thompson rips, goes to the hoop, and lays it in again. She has 26 points tonight for the Bombers. Toreadors try to get it over to Chestnut in the right corner, but it was tipped out of bounds by Noe, so it will remain Toreadors' ball.
Yeah, sorry. My bad, Brock. My bad, Brock. Go ahead.
Kylie Calvert and Casey Larson check in for Lily Beal and Aaliyah Thompson. That might be the first time we've ever, like, cut each other off like that before.
Yeah, my bad. I usually try to wait for a dead ball to talk. But, no, I was looking here just in between breaks. But, yeah, Aaliyah Thompson only had 4 points last time the Bombers played the Toreadors. So I thought that was an interesting stat to throw out as well.
Reagan Levy checks in for Hillebrand. Again, we have running clock here for the fourth quarter of play, as you can tell on your screen, as that is a 15-footer from Brenna Vogt. And the Toreadors get some more points here in the fourth quarter. Calvert finds Noe. Noe shot fake drive, takes to the hoop, and what a finish from Paige Noe, able to rip from the left side and get all the way to the right for the layup. Chestnut with the ball. She finds Kathman down low. Spinning, shot no good, tipped, still loose. Battle for the ball. Jump ball called, possession arrow towards the Bombers. Kate Miller, number 32, along with number 22, Megan Roeder, check in for the Bombers. Van Pelt and Noe head to the bench. And for the Toreadors, a group substitution. Bombers with the ball here. Roeder gets a screen from Larson. They swing it over the left side to Calvert. Calvert dribbling, finds Levy off the backdoor cut. Layup unable to fall, and a rebound by Savannah Paul. So on the court currently for the Toreadors after they make the group substitution. Number 32, Carly Bush. Number 20, Sydney Adams. Number 44, Savannah Paul. Number 24, Addie Tungsvik. And number 30, Shannon Jenkins. 3:20 left in the fourth quarter. 58-20 is the score in favor of your Bombers. Miller able to get the steal there. Bombers in transition. Levy over to the left side of the Roeder. She finds Miller. She fires the 15-footer off the front of the rim, no good. So 3 minutes left. Bombers have pretty much sealed another victory in the win column as they prepare for Carlisle next Tuesday. Rematch in an earlier game this year. 48-57 was the final score. Bombers fell in that one. That three-point shot is good from Jenkins, number 30. The sophomore guard drains it from three. Levy on the other end. Her layup is able to fall. So while she hasn't played much tonight, she's made an impact on the offense and defensive side of the ball. And a timeout substitution for the Bombers. Larson and Calvert will head to the bench as number 4, Jada Landy, and number 25, Casey Rigby check in for the Bombers. Three-point shot from Bush, no good. Rebound by Roeder. She finds Rigby right corner. Now Levy. Levy over to Landy. 1:50 left in the game. Bombers working to the left side. Top of the perimeter now is Levy, down low to Miller. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. She finds Levy, layup unable to fall. Rebound by Miller. Jump ball called. It will be Torador's ball. So the clock's still rolling here. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Bombers lead 60-23. Torador's with the ball. Levy almost able to poke the ball loose and get the steal. Instead, it is Adams. She gives it up. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Levy tried to get the steal, but draws a foul. Well, I guess commits the foul. So it will remain Boone ball. Clock is still rolling. So will be another Bombers victory. They will improve to 9-2 in the year, 5-1 in Raccoon River Conference play. Toradors on the other end will fall to 4-11 and 0-10 in conference play. Sets up a great matchup between the Bombers and the Wildcats next week as Roeder is able to get the steal. I'm really looking forward to that game as the Bombers look to get revenge against the team that gave them their only conference loss so far this year. That will do it. 60-23 is the score. Your Bombers come out on top against the Boone Toradors. Leah Thompson leads the way with 26 points, but overall, the whole Bomber team just dominated on the offensive end.
Yeah, I would agree, Brock. You know, Bombers, great job by them, you know, coming out. And, you know, ever since the first whistle came out and really played hard the entire game. I was really impressed with their performance. You know, took care of business like they needed to. And, yeah, like you mentioned, next Tuesday should be a great one against Carlisle, and we are looking forward to it.
For sure. Your Bombers win 60-23 against the Boone Toradors. We will be right back after a short 15 or so minute break, and we will call the Ballard versus Boone men's basketball game. Should be a good one. Another Raccoon River Conference matchup as always, and we love those here on the Ballard Network. So for Chase Winterbore and our tech guy Dan Ingsler, I am Brock Bierman. We will be back here after a short break here on the Ballard Network.